Well, here it is. It's the middle of March, and it's time to start thinking about getting into the garden. So I'm going to do a series of gardening in a condo. And I'm fortunate that I have a little bit bigger deck than many people, but I'm going to show you my experiments and what I think works and what doesn't work. And today we're going to start off with creating the seedlings, or putting the seedlings in the, I don't know what you call them, in the pods or whatever. So yeah, we'll see how that works. Last year I had some good success with, I think by a fluke, but my garden actually looked really good. But what it was made up mostly of was a bunch of volunteers. You know, those are the seeds that end up in your garden, and they grow too, and I didn't pull them out. So this year I'm going to be more intentional, and we're going to see what we can do as far as creating a garden in a small space and how that'll work. The other challenge I have here in my building is I'm on the east side, so I don't get a whole bunch of sun. So I've tried over the years to plant different things, but mostly I guess I'm going to be a little restricted on what I can grow. But anyway, I'm going to come back and show you how we did the seedlings, and yeah, you let me know what you think, and invite you to come back here on a regular basis and check us out. Take care. I opted for pre-made pellets to start my seedlings, selecting the larger sizes to reduce the number of transplants needed. This being my first encounter with such pellets, I closely followed the instructions, which involved cutting the mesh around the pellets and soaking them in 1.5 inches of water, approximately 4 centimeters. In about 15 minutes, the pellets had expanded to 2.5 inches, though I later realized I missed the detail of using warm water. With the pellets ready, I proceeded to plant. My condo's shady location limits my gardening options, but after last year's successful tomato crop, I decided to start with tomatoes, followed by kale, cilantro, lettuce, rosemary, and basil. Despite last year's peppers only growing to miniature sizes, I'm giving them another try with a different approach this year. The planting process was straightforward. I used a utensil to make holes in the pellets, placed a few seeds in each, and covered them up. In a week, I'll know how well they're doing. This method aims to streamline my gardening, minimize transplant shock, and hopefully lead to a successful harvest, despite the gardening challenges presented by my eastern exposure.